The narrative around the first Vikings versus Bears and Justin Fields game has been, did you know that the Vikings tried to trade up for Justin Fields and failed because they're a loser franchise? Such a loser. But please, for me, a couple of these things and the narratives never made sense. Number one, if the Vikings were going to make a big move up, it would only be Rick Spielman, maybe Stevenson, but just a very small group of people who would be in on that information, because you would be worried about leaks before and after the fact. Number two, what benefit would that small circle have to leak to the media and just, get on the horn with all their sources like, hey, did you know that we tried to trade out for Justin Fields, but we didn't get him because we're losers? We're losers. Please. Number three, who would it benefit the most? The Bears, obviously, because, they traded up. They went from 20 to 11 to go get him, doing deals with Dave Gettleman. Hey, we got the quarterback of the future that are division rivals. Oh, they wanted him so badly, but we just outmaneuvered him. So good. It is so self-serving and self-aggrandizing. I can't believe people still think that that's true. Please, Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace were singing to their Chicago insiders like canaries. It's exactly what happened, because if the Vikings wanted Fields, they could have had him. They had way more draft capital than the Bears, and the price that the Giants got from Chicago, number 20, a fifth, and a future first and a fourth, the Vikings weren't able to come close to that. I mean, with all the selections in hand, and if they really had a hard-on for Justin Fields, if he was really the guy, they could have beat that price easily. Plus, they had 6 fewer spots to move because they were originally at 14 before they traded down for Christian Darrisaw. So, child, please. Again, if the Vikings really wanted to make this deal happen, they would have had him. Because, like we said, after the draft, we had an impeccable source that said that the Vikings, they did inquire with the Giants, but it was minimal passing interest. Just checked it out like with most picks. And here's what Rick Spielman does. It goes to every single person, every single team on the draft letters like, hey, you want to make a deal? Here's X. I'm going to lowball you. And sometimes they'll take it. Usually they don't. But hey, at least we checked that box, because there was talk that the Vikings wanted to move up to 8 with the Panthers and take Fields. That trade offer was captured by the Panthers video team, who just decided to put everyone's business out on Front Street. Okay. Even though their trade offer was milquetoast at best, they actually recorded the trade offer from the Vikings. More likely, Spielman, again, was just trying to see if the Panthers would make a mistake and take a lowball offer. And if Spielman, like we said, if he didn't make this offer, basically at every single pick, he's not doing his job. Like, this one just got on tape. And the Panthers ultimately would take cornerback J.C. Horn from South Carolina at 8, who I've heard rumblings was the target if the Panthers did give up their pick for bad value, because Zimmer and corners, come on. So at the end of the day, here's my take what happened. A, the Vikings inquired with the Panthers, they inquired with the Giants, just like they did with every single team. A lowball passing offer, you're not going to take it? Okay, we'll move on with life. B, the Giants potentially use the Vikings against the Bears for leverage to try and gin up that value. Gettleman's like, hey, Ryan Pace, did you know that Rick Spielman, I got him online too? Huh? What do you want to do? Blah. So C, ultimately the Bears, they overpaid. But again, it's future franchise quarterback, so whatever. And also, Ryan Pace isn't going to be around to make those picks anyway. So, and D, the Bears got wind that the Vikings did have some tepid interest, and then they tried to spin it in the maximum capacity to make themselves look good and make the rivals look stupid. That is exactly what happened. Because, like we said, over and over and over again, if this is the only thing you take away from this, if the Vikings wanted Fields, they could have had Fields at 11, at 12, at 13, at 14, at whatever, on Donner and Blitzen. Yeah, so they decided to pass. The juice was not worth the squeeze. And maybe, who knows, maybe it will be a mistake. Maybe Justin Fields will ball out in Chicago. If they can protect him, I think that he does have a chance to be a very good starter in this league. But you know what the narrative is going to be. Like, if Fields does pan out, if he becomes a Pro Bowler, All-Pro, it's going to be like, did you know that those moron Vikings, they could have traded up for Justin Fields for a 7th-round pick and a Heath bar, but they didn't do it because they're stupid. They're stupid. Please. Again, I don't understand how people can't see through this stupid narrative. Just connect the dots. But it is what it is. Your thoughts on our thoughts. The truth behind the Vikings-Justin Fields narratives. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.